What is good, my zesty lemons? Thank you so much for stopping by Zesty Tarot. My name is Lee, for those that do not know me. Thank you so much for checking me out again. I'm still trying to go through the motions here. The full moon has done a number on me, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you collectively are experiencing the same thing. Whether it's you just don't know if you're coming or going, maybe you're holding on to something that you know is not good for you and you're being pushed to let it go, you know, removing things that no longer serve you. And I also want to put it out here that whenever you hear somebody say that, oh, I'm getting rid of things that no longer serve me, that individual, hopefully, is not saying it in the context of, okay, well, you're not giving me what I want. You're not, basically in a selfish manner. No, that's not what that means. So I wanted to clear the air with that, just in case there's somebody that's like, okay, well, why do I keep hearing, oh, I just, if it doesn't serve me, then, because that's kind of casting a lot of individuals out that you probably need in your life. You know what I mean? However, if they don't fit in your everyday life, and what I mean by that is if they bring more drama than they do peace, then you know what? They do have to go, because your happiness is tops. I don't care who it is. You got to take care of you, and you got to take care of your well-being first. If it is a bad habit, if you are trying to quit smoking, but every time you turn around, you have to have a cigarette in your mouth because of certain situations, it's a placebo. And you know that it's unhealthy for you, but yet you're being pushed to quit. Do what you got to do to remain healthy. So that's what I'm talking about. If it's not something that is going to benefit your life, and in relationship wise, if it's not going to benefit your peace of mind, if it makes you unhappy in comparison to happy, it has to go. If you are unhappy with your weight, the things that you're eating, it has to go. If you are unhappy with your health overall, like I said, with cigarettes, alcohol, drugs, whatever the case may be, don't fight it, because we always have the tendencies of saying, oh, well, I'll quit, or I'll do this at this. No, do it now. And I think that's what the energy around us is saying. It's also calling for us to be more honest with ourselves about certain situations. A lot of us are going within and just kind of sitting there. Like, we don't want to be bothered by nobody. We're just trying to figure stuff out. And I encourage that for all of us. So if you find yourself doing that, it's because you're following on the path that you're meant to be on, and I hope that you are able to receive the answers that you are seeking, whether consciously or subconsciously. I just want everyone to be happy on their current path. And if you are not, then I encourage you to take a step forward and try something new. Get out of your comfort zone and find that happiness, because no one else is going to be able to do it for us. You know how many times I had to tell myself that? No one is going to be able to make us happier than ourselves. All right, so I'd like to know collectively, what do we need to know? What is the dark night of the soul that we need to focus on? Okay, so we have, as I say, the Lovers, carnal thirst. I'm going to pull another one. Because I don't know why I just wanted to start laughing. Because all right, I'm going to pull one more. Okay, one hopped out. And then we have the Imp of Torment. Mind games. Maybe I should pull one more just to be on the safe side. Okay. One more for the collect. I didn't mean to do that. We're not going to take them because I want it to be a single card. Okay, one more, please. Okay, we have Prisoner. All right. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have a Four of Sorrow, and it is Jaded. Okay. Okay, so with the Lover's card, I feel as though this is someone who, I mean, ultimately, this is talking about someone who that feels trapped almost in a situationship, and that's unfortunate. I say that because this person has really done a number on you. There are a lot of you out there that are dealing with someone that knows how to play you. And so with this full moon energy, maybe you're sitting here contemplating on the right move. Well, you do what you want, you know, because I'm not going to tamper with free will, but I kind of think that you already know what you should be doing in this case. For a lot of you, this carnal thirst is someone that you are, I almost want to say it's an obsession. There is an obsession here. Maybe it's someone that you are attracted to and you just can't get them off of your mind. And if that is the case, if you're wanting them to be your number one, if you're wanting them to be your everything, it is important for you to understand the importance of intentions and letting them go. And I know that's easier said than done. A lot of us tend to hold on because we're afraid that the universe is going to drop the ball. But here's the thing. What is meant for us is not going to go away. It's going to remain until we figure a way to obtain it. A lot of the times, what we want will sit there so that, you know, to kind of see how bad we really want it. And the fact that this is a carnal thirst, it kind of makes me wonder if this is for your highest good. Is this, or is it just for the thrill of it all, the gratification? So if you're thirsting after someone, do you really love this person? Or are you only in it, you know, for the pie, or, you know, whatever would represent that? So, tiger, what's them little tiger tails? Yeah, there we go. Sorry if I ruined y'all's desire for a tiger tail or pie. But anyways, is there really love here? That's what I'm wanting to know. So with the Imp of Torment, this is someone who loves to gossip. They love to pit people against one another. They do not have your best interest at heart. I'm telling you that right off bat. This is someone with very immature energy. I think sometimes they just like to hear themselves talk. This can also come from an individual who is jaded. That's funny that, that was at the bottom of the deck. But someone who feels as though, well, because you did this to me, I'm going to make your life hell now because you hurt me. But trust and believe, those that try to go the distance to try to destroy you, it's definitely going to come around and hit them hard, okay? So I wouldn't even worry about that. And I'm trusting that everyone that is watching this video is not on that. If you are on that vindictive nonsense, I'm gonna let you know right now, you better pump your brakes, because the universe ain't gonna be playing with you. Ain't nobody playing with you, okay? So now we have the Four of Decay. Someone feels trapped. They feel like they are unable to get out. And I think that this would symbolize the Four of, which one is that? I want to say the Four of Pentacles. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Someone who is a miser with their time and energy and money. And now that everything is said and done, or maybe someone has removed themselves from you because you held on to your time and resources, and you thought that just being in the mix was enough. And now they're gone. Now you don't have an outlet. Now you feel trapped. How does it feel? It doesn't feel good, does it? If this is someone that is making you feel this way, you have the ability to get out of the situation. Stop taking all of your time and energy and investing it in this person or thing, and set yourself free. The Four of Sorrow, Jaded. I feel like this is the Four of Cups. And this is, I guess you could say, the darker version of being bored, discontent. Some of you are just downright mad. Black Swan. You wanted to get the part, but you lost yourself. You wanted to prove a point so much that you lost yourself. For some of you, this is exactly what it is. You are jaded because of a carnal connection. You're sick and tired of the mind games. You feel trapped because you don't know. You feel like, if I make a sudden move, then they're going to walk away from me. No, they're not. If they haven't already. I mean, let me put it like this. I'm not saying like they're going to walk away because you decide that you want. They're like, so you don't want me to use you? No, well, fine, leave. I don't care. No, I think that it's best for you to walk away anyways, and prevent yourself from becoming this way. Don't let anybody steal your joy. And I think this is the base. Now, we don't talked for 30, not 50, or 30, I cannot talk today, almost 15 minutes about these cards. Okay, so I'm going to clarify these so that I can get a deeper understanding of what this could symbolize. Nonetheless, they are definitely things that are going on in your life or our lives that are not serving us well. Nothing good is going to come out of remaining in this energy. So it's definitely worth nipping the shit in the ass and finding a way to turn things around so that your peace of mind will be healed and savored. Okay, so for the Lovers card, the carnal thirst, what is this here? Okay, so we have the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like with this is telling me that the cycle of carnal desires, this phase that you have put yourself in, is coming to an end. The wheel has stopped turning a while ago. And the thing is, some of you want to hold on to this pattern or this connection. And okay, let me say it like this. Okay, it's not that the wheel has stopped moving, but the phase, it's moving on to a new phase. You've learned everything that you needed to learn. However, some of you enjoy the phase that you should have learned from. That makes sense. You have a decision that you have to make. Is this person worth it? Is this carnal desire worth it? And if you say yes, then hey, by all means, do what you do, boo. Do what you do. But I don't think it's, I don't know. I mean, she's cool with it. She loves the fact that her neck meat is getting all kinds of tore up. That's what you want. But I feel like it's time for you to acknowledge your worth. I feel that it is time for you to let these patterns go. Step out of your comfort zone and meet someone different. Whether they, whatever your sexual orientation is, does not matter. But what does matter is what you attract. And if it does not coincide with your highest good, it is time for you to let that shit go and find your worth. So the Imp of Torment, Mind Games. Okay. So we have the Blast from the Past. Someone from your past is wanting to come back. And I think the reasoning is because of the fact that they want you to remain in this cycle. Some of you are dealing with someone that gives you that hot and cold energy. Some of you are dealing with fair-weathered friends. They only come around when something good is, or should I say, if you got something that will benefit them. We're not doing that. This type of energy, it's time for it to go. I don't care how pissed off they are because you decided to care about yourself. They can kiss your ass, okay? And mine too, because I am including myself in the reading. Don't let nobody mistreat you. Don't let nobody feel as though they can bully you into being in a connection with them. Don't let them threaten you, mentally hold you. None of that. They can kick rocks with that. So we have where we're talking about prisoner and stuff like that. So let's see what this is talking about. So why is this card here? That's what I want to know. Why is Four of Decay here, the prisoner? Wow. Okay. Okay. So we have the Two of Swords energy. It's because of the fact that you don't know whether to go left or right. For some of you, you know what is best for you, but you would rather cover your eyes as though the blindfold is going to make everything disappear. But it's not. It's not. You're going to have to take action, whether you like it or not, because the situation is going to, it's not going to go away. That's just, this energy is not going to go away. Romantically, if you don't like the energy that is surrounding you, if you don't like the type of women or the type of men that are flocking to you, then it's time for you to change it up. If you don't like the type of friends that are so-called friends that are trying to gravitate towards you because they feel as though they could take advantage of you, it's time for you to change it up and be like, no. You had your fun taking advantage of me. It's my turn to focus on the things that I want for myself. It ain't about you no more. You're going to have to take a stance. Four of Sorrow, Jaded. Why did I say it like that? Jaded. I feel over time things will heal. Some of you have set intentions, whether they were subconsciously, asking for the universe to take this feeling away from you. There is absolutely no reason why you should feel as though nothing good is going to come to you, because that is a lie. For some of you that had done some shady dealings, and you don't have and to have the audacity to get upset at the person that decided to, I ain't gonna say shove you to the side when they probably most likely should have, but you cannot be jaded if you are the reason why they felt like you were not part of their journey. I mean, what are you jaded for? The Star card, there are those that have set their intentions and they are wanting to remove the bitterness and the hate and the envy that they might be low-key experiencing amongst their friends, family. And if you are trying to do the work, then I commend you, and I'm very proud of you for doing so. It takes courage to realize, you know what, I'm fucking up. I'm losing my friends left and right, or I'm losing my lovers left and right Family members don't want to talk to me. I've got to figure this out. I need to figure out what I need to do to get on that path of healing. So I commend you for acknowledging that something is not right and wanting to do the healing. And the star card is definitely going to provide that for you. You will feel replenished. I also feel as though this is a wish come true. Whatever you set in your intentions to, I feel that the universe is going to give back to you. This is both ways here. Like I said, if you are coming from a very shady place, don't be wishing for nobody's downfall, because it's going to come back to you. Grow up. Okay, so we're going to do some more clarification here. One more. This, if I can get a hold of it, good grief. Okay. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands for this pile right here, with the carnal thirst, the need for a change of pattern. And I feel that the Page of Wands is providing a message. I do feel, and I'm not trying to encourage this, but I feel that in order for you to make a sound decision, the opportunity is going to have to present itself. Now, for some of you, you might be sitting here playing out in your mind what you intend to do, but mind you, this is playing out in your mind. This has not actually happened. So when this person calls you, because I feel that the Page of Wands represents receiving a message, whether it's a text message or a phone call from someone, and it is someone that you have a situationship with. Maybe they have a particular pattern when they want to come around, and they want to give you some type of bullshit ass excuse as to why they could not give you their time and why they didn't answer your text message on April 15th. Okay, like, what? No, you don't deserve that energy, and you better not allow them to get away with it. So, like I was saying, the best way to test whether or not you can handle this situation is to experience it. Because I do see someone it's someone from the past that is wanting to play some mind games with you. Maybe they're wanting to manipulate the situation, or maybe they're wanting to bully you. Whatever the case may be, your goal is to stick up for yourself and don't allow them to. Because you don't owe nobody an explanation. And I feel like a lot of people need to understand that. Oof. If y'all only knew. Okay. Let's see what's going on with this. Okay, too many. I just want a single card. Okay. So, mind games with the Six of Cups, and we have the Four of Swords. Because the blue crystal, as you can see here, this represents the throat chakra. I feel like you need to step away from the situation. You need to step away and you need to analyze whether or not this is worth it. If they send you a text message talking about how they are sorry for what they did, I'm not telling you to not forgive them, because it's important for you to, forgive in order for you to move on with what you got going on. But what I'm trying to say is, are they worthy of a second chance? We're not going to beat around the bush about this. Are you going to manipulate yourself? Are you going to manipulate yourself with mind games? And try to tell yourself, yeah, I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to see how much they're willing to fight for it. Because if it's carnal, then guess what? They probably going to hit you up once or twice, and then they're going to move on to the next, or continue with the person that they was with while with you. So honestly, I feel like it's not even worth doing all that. But this energy is calling for you to focus on that, which is why you're probably in the moment right now. Is this connection worth it? Do I need to, what is it, what does this person do for me that helps me to shine? And what do you do for that person to help them shine? Is this connection worth it overall? Is everyone happy in the end? Whenever you are connected, is the flow healthy? Or is it one-sided? If that's the case, then I think you got your answer. So I feel like the Four of Swords is calling for you to retreat and rest and let this phase pass and rejuvenate yourself mentally so that you will be able to face the situation head on. Because basing it off of instincts, especially if you've been racking your brain, that's not wise. It's not wise at all. Okay. Again, we are not taking multiple. Sorry, even if we've seen them, it doesn't matter. Okay. So we have the Fool card here. That's interesting because we've got one part of you feels as though you're trapped. Some of you feel like you can't get out of this situation. Mentally, you feel as though you won't be able to get out of it. And so now here you are trying to weigh the pros and cons. I think that's what's important about you taking this break. Because I feel like you really need to go within and figure out what you are overlooking, what you are choosing to overlook, and get all that dust up. Sweep all that mess that you have stuffed under that rug. Get it all out. And see if it's worth it. The Fool card promises new beginnings. So for a lot of you, walking away from this situation is going to reward you the new beginnings that you had hoped for. If you've been longing for someone to respect you romantically, and you decide to let go of those that take advantage, that could care less if you want to be in love, because they want to take advantage of your love. They want you around because they know that you're just that type of person, that giving type. They want to be able to use you until the wheels fall off. No, cut them off. They're done. Go find you, or let the person that is meant for you find you. And this point in time, rest. Rest and allow yourself to replenish all that you may have felt like you lost. Some of you might, like I said before, some of you might have been playing mind games with yourself. I don't think I'm good enough. Why don't you think that you're good enough? I actually had to go through this myself. I believe that some of what I was going through was based off of trauma. And in some cases, I had to see things for what they were. And so, what can you do? You know what I mean? Like you got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing regardless. Just don't stay stuck in this atmosphere. You have a new beginning coming your way. Don't be afraid of the new beginning. Some things just aren't meant to come along with you. That person, oh, the love of my life. I don't know what I would do if I could never talk to, well, you know what? You just gonna move on, because there's gonna be someone that is going to knock you off your feet, and then you're gonna look back and be like, and I was crazy over this? So it's funny when we take the time to move on without looking back. Ain't no Sarahs being itemized, if that's the word. The ones that turn into the pillar of salt. We're not looking back at our carnal desires. It's time to move on. This phase, these patterns, it's time to change it up. We're letting go of things that no longer serve us. And like I said, and I'll repeat it again if need be, I do not want double amounts. I just want one single card. I'm not saying that in a selfish way, like, oh, well, you made a mistake, I don't like you. That's not the type of energy I'm talking about. If someone truly made a mistake, then I encourage you to reconcile and do what you gotta do. Only if you have taken it upon yourself to go within, gather your thoughts, analyze the situation, the pros and the cons, answer all the questions that I've asked you earlier. Only then would you tell that person, you know, I feel like we're just gonna have to stop it right here. I've had some amazing times with you, but you can't come with me. You can't come with me because I have new beginnings that are requiring for me to leave you behind. It's gonna hurt, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so are you gonna, all right. I really don't want this. That's funny though. The cards are just like, you know what? You gon' fine, universe. I'll listen. Okay, I guess I can see why. I can see why. Okay, so with sorrow, get out of this energy, this jaded energy. Get out of this feeling of thinking that things just aren't ever going to go your way. Don't hate people because of the fact that things aren't going your way. And those that mistreated you, don't allow yourself to believe that all individuals are like that. Allow yourself to heal. Because I strongly hear a lot of you talking to the universe about how you're so sick and tired of being treated like shit. You're so tired of giving yourself to people that don't give a damn about you. It seems like every time I turn around, somebody got their hand out. Or every time I express my love for this person, it's not, how you say it, reciprocated. The Knight of Wands, and you know, this is all wands right up in here. And I feel that this, if I'm not mistaken, might be, I can never think of that chakra. But it's the one that is dealing with the private area and all that. There's some blockages going on there. Maybe it is because maybe you're not having enough sex. Because you over here focusing on somebody that ain't trying to be as passionate with you as you are wanting. Stop making love to individuals that just deserve to be fucked and dumped. Excuse my language, but if they giving you that fuck boy, fuck girl energy, then toss it to the side. Like, you heard the saying, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You can't turn a husband, a hoe into a house husband either. Same difference. Same difference. They just out here just wanting to get their gratification and breaking hearts and people over here in their feelings because they so addicted to the loving that they prescribe. Go out there and find you someone that is going to make love to you in ways that is unimaginable. They out there waiting on your silly ass to stop paying attention to this person. Anyways, moving on. The Knight of Wands is the go-getter. So I feel as though Spirit is encouraging you to pay attention to your passions. I feel as though you have abandoned passions ever since this situation has happened. Don't let nobody take your essence away from you. This Queen of Wands, honey, she is not with the shits, okay? This is bad bitch energy all day, okay? She's like, look, she ain't got to, I mean, she will bop you upside your head if need be. I think that this is her stance, her protection stance, because she's protecting her energy. She knows what she wants and what she does not want. And this is the energy that we're all striving to get to. We're trying to get into that bad bitch energy. And if y'all don't like the term bitch, then that fiery individual, you know, whatever. But you get what I'm saying. It's time for you to awaken the person that you are. And you're going to get the proper acknowledgement. And you know what's funny? Because you probably won't be able to see him all the way back there. But he reminds me of the man that is in the Seven of Swords card in this deck. Because there's always going to be someone out there in the crowds cheering for you. But there's always going to be one talking shit. And you always need to keep that in mind. But don't let that stop you from being great. Go from being jaded to being acknowledged. The ones that are meant to acknowledge your worth and your truth are going to be the very ones that are going to root for you. I don't care what nobody's saying. Those that understand that message will hear it. Go from being jaded to celebrated. I think that's what I'm going to say. That's the title. Go from being jaded to celebrated. That is such a beautiful transition. You're going to have these people wishing that they never messed up. Some of them may not even understand. But like I said before, reconcile if possible, but if it ain't meant, then it ain't meant. They ain't meant to be, you know what I'm saying, on your journey. But that's all I have here. Go within and break these cycles. Yep, break these cycles. Stop the mind games. If you're doing it to yourself, you need to listen to your inner child. You need to nourish your inner child. Might be some trauma going on that is causing you to feel the way that you do. If you are being manipulated by other individuals, same difference. Go within and try to figure out what is it about your childhood that is provoking this energy. Why do you feel prone to being hurt? Why do you keep going back to the same individuals? What is it about that? I'm not even trying to be funny. Are these individuals somehow a reminder of your parents, cousins, whoever? Go within and sort that shit out, because I'm going to need you to make a difference, because I'm getting this sense that you literally are right there. You're stopping yourself, trying to figure out what you should do. I'm gonna look at it like this: open or take off them blindfolds, and you got a choice. You can either open the door, or you can cut that bitch down, or kick it down. You can either knock, however you want to combine that. Either way it goes, that door is going to open. But it needs you to make the decision on how you're going to get through. But just hanging out in the hallway, that's not going to help you out. So you got to make a decision. You have to make a decision as to whether or not the things that you're putting up with right now, if it's worth it. Is this for your highest good? Are you settling? Are you happy where you are in your career? Are you settling? Are you allowing your lover to get away with bullshit that you know does not agree with your moral stance? Are you settling? I'm not saying like kick them to the curb, but I am insisting that you speak up about this shit. We ain't doing that. You got to take care of your well-being mentally. Stop letting people get away with shit. You sitting here bitter and mad. Go from being jaded to celebrated. Okay? Let yourself heal. Go back to your passions. Become that bad bitch or that dude. Whatever the case may be. Zesty. That's what I should have said. Get that zestiness back. Want to pull another card? You're at the end of your cycle. All the stress, I can't even talk, the stress that you had to endure, it's lifting, levitating up off of you. All those swords was impelling you. You didn't think that you was going to be able to move. And I know that this is promising a new beginning of some sort, because that deer would not be nowhere near your ass. We all know that the slightest movement, that reindeer is taking off. You hear me? So this lets me know that you are on the right path. It is up to you. You got a choice. You can either knock that bitch down or open the door. Either way it goes. It's your destiny, your future, your choice. So I'm going to leave it here. If this resonates with you, please leave a comment down below. Please like and subscribe and tell your friends about me. And also remember that when life gives you lemons, always make sure to keep it zesty. Okay, y'all. Take care. Bye.